Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi, my name is... Hi, my name is Coach Theo.
And we're the disciples of steel.
Hi, my name is Theo Harris, and I've been a powerlifter for 7 years. I've been working full-time as a personal trainer for 3 years, and at the RCF Barbell Club full-time as a powerlifting coach since April of 2022. It's my goal as a coach and an athlete to give back to the community and sport that have given me so much in my personal life. To be someone that's called upon for advice and guidance as a leader is something that's very new to me and very humbling. Emerging Strategies has given me a new toolbox to have better answers for questions I didn't historically. I found the sport in 2017 by complete accident. I lost a job at a local pizza shop I was working at the time because of a relationship I had with alcohol that wasn't serving me well. My dad, who lives in Maine, reached out to me and extended that I stay with him for a while I sorted everything out in my life. I didn't have much sense of direction and purpose in life, so I ended up accepting. When we moved there, we immediately started looking for a gym, and I found a gym called Dynamax Training Systems in Westbrook, Maine. We went there on May 5th, 2017, and when I met the head coach and founder, Matt Israelson, he was like, let's try a squat. I hated squatting. Squats felt terrible on my back. The bar was sharp. It was very confusing and uncoordinated. And Matt said, let's move on to deadlifts. When I started deadlifting, I absolutely fell in love with training. Over the next few months, I lost 80 pounds. I hadn't had a drink in the time, and I was training 5 to 6 days a week. It became very much an important part of my life, and it was something that I looked forward to doing every day. I moved back to Washington at the end of that summer, and I was desperate to find a gym. I couldn't afford any, and so I started working at a gym called P&W Fitness on Capitol Hill. I was working at a desk attendant at the time, and most importantly, I had access to a gym. I realized I was good at connecting to people and felt very immersed in that community. That's when I decided to sign up for my first meet. I had spotted and loaded when I was in Maine and wanted to try competing, but wasn't sure if I was ready. I prepped harder than I ever had in my life. Much to my dismay, I didn't place. But I didn't care because I went 9 for 9 and I had set my first competition total. After that, I became really obsessed with training. I quit my job at P&W Fitness and started working in somewhere called the Washington Athletic Club. At the time, I met a person who was 162 pounds and 65 years old. We did a USAPL meet in 2018, and he ended up deadlifting a state record at 462 pounds at 162 pounds body weight, and I believe 63 years old at the time. And that was my first introduction into coaching. I realized I loved walking people through their meet preps. At the start of the pandemic, I was still going to personal training school. I wasn't sure what to do, but I knew I wanted to work as a coach, so I started coaching people online, having never coached in person before. That was a terrible idea because I had no idea what worked. After everything reopened in 2021, I started working at Anytime Fitness in Des Moines, Washington. And that became an invaluable experience because I started working with hundreds of different bodies and goals, and I worked with people who were wanting to get strong in their off season for baseball up to women who were in their early 60s and wanted to be able to walk through their house comfortably again. Powerlifting has helped me carve out a version of myself that only existed in my head my whole life. It got me my first date with my wife. Her dad was a powerlifter, strongman, and Highland Games athlete. And when I showed her my third attempt deadlift, she was the only person that wasn't completely annoyed that I was showing her a picture of me deadlifting in a singlet. It's given me a community and a career that I'm really proud of and want to continue to pursue. And it's giving something that my kids can be proud of me for and something that I can pass on to them as they get older. I'd like to end on something that Mike mentions in Emerging Strategy called requisite variety. This concept resonates with me on several levels. One, it directly addresses working with someone block to block, finding the signal in the noise, and learning how to funnel that into a program that is exclusively built for them. As a metaphor for my life, I've gone through several versions of myself, as everyone has, including this one, none of which I consider a masterpiece, but I can tell I'm getting closer. This marks an important evolution in my life, a system of roots that have found much healthier soil than any other seed I've tried to plant has. I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to hearing back from you.